the magic, you can't explain it. A season to believe is here. Anything can happen, so have no doubt. It's that special time of year when you believe. In a room full of strangers, you just close your eyes, see a fireplace. You remember a moment of a Christmas day your mind can't erase. A season to believe is here. Anything can happen, so have no doubt. It's that special time of year. If you believe in love, there's so much joy in the air, and there's laughter everywhere. And this is not pretend, yes, it is here again. A season to believe is here. Season to believe. Anything can happen, so have no doubt. It's that special time of year. Season to believe. If you believe, a season to believe is here. Season to believe. Anything can happen, so have no doubt. It's that special time of year. Season to believe. If you believe, when you believe, a season to believe, a season to believe.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
On me.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
You got mail.
Going to this.
You got mail already. You confused me. We'll go to that later.
You told me we're going to that now.
Happy Christmas Eve to you, everybody.
I have no desire to answer the mail.
You are just being Scrooge-like. You need Cindy Lou Who to come and melt your heart.
You want to get me started?
I'm going to get you a Cindy Lou Who.
Can you hear me on this mic?
I don't even see you. Flat Freddy.
We'll wait until His Highness gets.
Happy Christmas Eve, everyone. It is Friday, December 24th. It is Christmas Eve at the Brooklyn Cafe Show, Christmas Eve day. I hope everyone is having a great day. It seems everyone is cooking and cooking. And let me say, they are cooking again.
Who's cooking?
Everybody. We had Eileen's show. It all starts with you. She ran home to cook. a homegrown Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, Shabbat dinner. I don't know what she's doing, but she ran out. We had a great show with Fuego, and Lucky went home to cook Christmas Eve dinner. Everyone is going very small, which is really nice to see. People are being extra, did I say extra? Cautious.
We actually moved all the shows into the bigger theaters.
Yes, we
to
did.
move people around, so we're not crowded up.
100%.
So it's good stuff.
A lot of good things happening. We've got a virtual show today. We've got guests joining us from around the world. We've got Dr. Laura joining us. We've got Amy Rashevsky. We've got Steve Gubb.
mail.
Oh, you've got mail, I think,
no
from
mail.
the Coffee News. We've got the latest breaking edition
There's no mail.
of Coffee News. It's because it was too big to fit in the mailbox.
Well, Alana folds it. Do you want to do
Oh,
some
Alana,
trivia?
folds it. Let's
We're
do
gonna
some
give
trivia.
Coquito to a friend over here.
Let's do it.
Send somebody else so they can take this bottle and give him some coquito.
I'm more than happy to pour a glass of coquito for him.
You want him to try that one or this one?
This one.
Just give him the one.
Survey says I got to give him a glass. All right, trivia time.
All right, trivia time. This is brought to you by the Coffee News. What is the total pounds of lunar rocks in soil brought back to Earth by the Apollo crews? Now, this is a tricky question because didn't we go to the moon a couple of times?
For you? No? Okay.
Too early?
It's too early?
It'll get later.
Okay.
It's gonna get later.
Okay, it'll get later. We went to the lunar moon and
How many pounds of rocks and soil were brought back?
Brought
And this number is going to really surprise
back 16 tons.
you. Jesus Christ. That's 32,000 pounds. The whole orbiter didn't weigh 32 pounds.
I don't know. How much rock was brought back?
How much soil and rock? That's the question. And you have the answer to this without looking at Google.
How much, Slick? 65.
Not even close.
Tell.
842 pounds. That's a lot of material.
That's a lot of material.
And they had to weigh it because it depends on how much fuel you use to bring the orbiter back.
Ah,
Strange, right?
842 pounds. Wow. That's all I can say.
Jim Nabors.
I do. You like that?
Do you know this guy share a brain?
After the week we've had, we're going into week 2.
Jim Nabors played what character in the TV sitcom?
Oh, that one I know.
Mayberry RFD.
Can I say?
Yeah,
Gomer Pyle.
yeah. Now, do you know that Gomer Pyle was an opera singer?
Jim Nabors was an opera singer.
Him too.
Yes,
Gomer
absolutely.
wasn't? I think Gomer was.
I don't know. You want some whipped cream on your coquito?
Oh, you go to town. What is the surname of Peanuts comic character
Excuse me?
Lucy and Linus?
Who?
What is the surname
Who?
of Peanuts comic character Lucy and Linus?
Peanuts.
Yes. What is the character name of Lucy and Linus?
Schultz. No, that was the creator. Their last name?
Their last name.
Lucy and Linus.
'Cause
Anyone
you know
know?
Lucy and Linus were brothers.
I didn't even realize they were siblings.
Your
Lucy
brother
and Linus?
sister. Did you know that?
From Peanuts. What was
From,
their last
Charlie
name?
Brown? You know
I bet
Charlie
Haley
Brown?
knows. Or Bailey.
Charlie
You guys,
Brown,
anyone in the crew know who were Lucy and Linus's, what their last name was?
And they were brother and sister, so they share the same
I did not
last
realize
name.
that.
You don't know?
No. Do you
This
know?
one I knew, yeah.
What is it?
Van Pelt.
Really? I would have never gotten that.
Well, you just have like a whole bunch of stuff. Okay.
All right,
This-
we need the horoscopes. They're going to Christmas
Wait a minute,
Eve.
Hold on a second. Be patient. I swear to God, you guys share a brain. All right, let's do horoscopes.
Let's do horoscopes. Let's start with Slick. He's a Libra.
Libra. You may be thinking about your role in the world. If so, think outside the box about how the Libra talent for artistic and creative endeavors may apply to you. And yes, you must take a plane to Colorado in order to get there.
You got mail. You got mail.
I actually heard, speaking of mail, that many flights have been canceled due to the COVID outbreak and not having employees to fly the planes. or to service the plane. So
But that's okay because now
everyone check the airport before you head over there. Today is the busiest travel day apparently. So check it, check it, check it.
millions are stranded because they can't get to where they gotta go.
Yep.
But the good news is that now when you get virus, the coronavirus, whether it's Omega, Hagba, whatever, Delta, whatever, you only have to stay home for 5.3 minutes. And
Days
after that, no, 5.3 minutes and new. It went from 14 days
to
10
10.
days to 7 days, and now they're gonna bring it down to 5 days. So I'm thinking the next stop is 5.3 minutes. After that, you can come back to
Please just ask negative. That's all I can say. Anyway, all right. That was Libra. What is?
pushing me along.
No, because we're
I'm
about
not being pushed.
happiness today. It is Christmas Eve. They can get enough of the virus on regular TV.
What's yours?
We all know what's going on there.
What is it? Doris gonna get all the applause?
It's Christmas Eve. I'm Santa's elf. What do you want from me? We're missing our elf.
All right, Elf. You want the Aries?
Okay.
Aries can be big thinkers at times, and their lofty ideas don't always get fulfilled. However, for the next few weeks, hard work may help you achieve your ambitious goals.
Let's go.
So we are all going to be suffering for the
Bam.
next few weeks.
Let's do it.
Tremendous.
We're growing to New Year's 2022. Let's do.
Israel, when is your birthday?
The 27th
Of what month?
this month.
Your birthday's coming up next week. Happy birthday. He's a Christmas baby. Wow. What is December 27th?
What sign are you?
A sign? Capricorn.
My first girlfriend was a Capricorn, and we never had a fight. Okay, the sun returns to your sign. See, you've been in the dark apparently. Now you're having sun come to you. Any relationship issues may become easier, even if they are not resolved. You may find that you want to focus now on your career or business. Real love is headed your way.
Ooh.
Some of that.
We were just talking about that, right? Wow, look at that. Look at the Capricorn. It's Capricorn.
I like your Christmas attire today, actually. Slick.
I was cold.
His Condors jersey and a cowboy hat. You're
You
very.
see the face? I don't know. I gotta tell you, Slick, you are the biggest kiss A I've ever seen in the world. Did you see me in my baseball?
I see your baseball's kind of like,
Well,
that's
what
you.
kind of morning
Is that
have
your
I
mood?
had?
We've had a great morning. I don't know why. I don't know who stole your Cheerios, but we've had a nice morning here.
My Cheerios are soggy in milk. Okay, you have, this is mine. You have an opportunity for the next 7 to 10 days. 7 to 10.
Who,
that's
me
the
or
magic
Israel?
number.
Who?
To receive concrete information. Concrete information. In the next 7 to 10 days.
Israel
Me.
or me? Oh, you didn't say who you're reading.
I really know.
Oh, yes, that is true.
What are you, like, shelf on the elf? What is wrong with you? If
Use it wisely.
it can help you ground your ideas so they can be manifested more easily than usual. Now, you know we had a meeting yesterday about the future and everything. So in the next 7 to 10 days, I guess life will reveal itself.
That's taking us right into the new year.
You may not like what is coming.
Grr.
Might be very
We'll
scary.
peel back the onion layer
I don't know where you got this onion.
from Bailey. Bailey's got an onion. She goes here.
Bailey likes eating onions. Okay, Aries, that's you.
You read it already.
Did I?
My lofty ideas.
Hey, look at that. My Alzheimer's is kicking in. All right. Anybody else in there? What about Haley?
I don't know what Haley is.
I think Haley's a Gemini.
What's-
Haley, what's your birthday?
Scorpio. Oh,
Oh, dangerous sign. Dangerous. Scorpio. Scorpions have the potential to see below the surface of people and situations. What is she, a mind reader now? That's pretty good. Is this... I swear to God, I'm going to delete that applause button. Is this the time for you? If so, the opportunity exists to see this ability to a different light. Now, it's interesting because when she came to us, she was the youngest producer we've ever had in here. She still had her army boots from high school, and now she goes to.
I give her a lot of credit. She's at UCF. She's on winter break, and she came back to work with us today, and hopefully she'll be back to help us next week. But I give her a ton of credit because there she was on her own, living life. She continued her show while she was at school.
Yes,
And here she is back with us.
And then you know UCF beat Florida yesterday in the one of the bowls.
Really? Wow.
27-14. So, congratulations to UCF. They beat Florida. I know you have some Florida people here.
I do, my kids.
They lost.
Are you ready to go to commercial break?
Well, we can go right into Amy if you want. Is she ready?
You want to bring Amy over? We've got our in-house artist, Amy Reshevsky, joining us. It's been a minute, as they say, since he's laughing there. She's there. She's back. So let's bring Amy over because we got a lot to chit-chat with Amy. Then we've got Dr. Laura Ellick joining us. We've got Steve Gubb. We've got Coquito. If anyone is looking for, say it better than me, please.
Coquito.
Coquito.
Not Coquito. Coquito.
Coquito.
What is wrong with your lips?
Say it again.
Coquito.
Coquito.
Say peanuts.
I can say peanuts. You cannot, apparently.
You got mail. You got mail.
We'll send Amy right over. Like Red Rover, send Amy right over. Hi, Amy.
Hi there.
How are you? We miss you so much.
Is there
Hey.
too much of a glare out there?
Yes, there is. Please turn
Okay.
the other
Can
way.
you close the garage, please? Yes.
Close the garage. Thank you.
I'm on now. All right, give me 1 second.
I love your studio.
Come on.
Much
I
nicer.
have 2 guests in my garage now.
Who do
Fantastic.
you have in the garage?
So, Freddie, I'm having
Yeah.
trouble hearing you. I hear Dawn pretty well.
Of course. What else is new? Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Is that better?
much better. I've been trying to listen to your story, but I couldn't hear it.
Who's in your garage?
What?
Who's in your
Who's
garage?
in your garage?
Who's
You
in
gotta
my
talk into the
garage?
top.
Who's in your garage?
Who's in your garage?
Adrian and Anna. Would you like to come down and say hello? They don't have makeup on. They're not showing up.
I
Okay.
mean, they don't have makeup
But
on.
Adrian is my good friend that I want you to meet, as we discussed last night.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Adrian.
Adrian, come on so we can see you.
Meet you, Adrian. Nice to meet you too.
All right, so tell us what you've got going on.
Gig here.
I love it.
Yeah, well, you're just seeing one part of it right this minute, but I can always take you on a tour.
I love it. That's what you
So
should
what's
do.
doing over there? I see there's some great artwork behind you.
There's some great artwork behind us, brought to us from OU. We've been using that as our holiday piece for the day. It goes great with
Right.
everything. And we've got our little man over here.
Yeah, I see the little man.
So when are you coming back to Florida?
Yeah, they come down. It's just hard to hear them, so.
When are you coming back?
There's Adrian.
Hey.
Hi, Adrian. Nice to meet you.
I'm going to make her a star here. I'm going to make you stars. It's going to be fabulous.
We're in. We're in. Let's go to North Carolina. Maybe I could have Aaron's wedding in North Carolina. At least I'll have fat friends there.
We are actually getting a bus. We're going to call it the Cafe Bus. It's going to be full of art, food. Israel's going to drive the bus with us. We're going to head on to different states.
You gonna come up here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Boom bus. Yes.
A Boone bus.
A boom bus.
I have to tell you, Boone is so beautiful. Boone and Blowing Rock are so beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, you should see. You'll fall in love when you get up here.
What have you been working on,
Just
Amy?
Rest before you get here because I'm the ever ready bunny.
No wonder she's not coming back.
Somewhat.
Somewhat.
We
She's
don't
sucking
know
up
yet.
all the
I'm
energies.
definitely coming back next month. Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Bring Adrian with you.
Bring her with you.
Say that again.
Bring Adrian. Adrian.
Oh,
Adrian!
she's gonna come.
Okay.
Yes.
She's gonna come down for my birthday.
Ah, it's the birthday month is coming up.
Yeah, the big birthday.
I think we should have a party.
Okay, well you can help me do it.
Sponsored by Gubba Rum.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
We got mini donuts. We'll have Gubba Rum. We're going to have let's do a birthday party for you. February 2nd it
Okay.
is? On February 14th, your Valentine's Day, right?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that could be
February
a very.
14th.
We'll bring in some Chippendale dancers
do
for
it.
you.
Nah, I don't need the Chippendale.
She's
Well,
got
then-
Ron.
Then we'll bring you chocolate chip.
She got Ron. What does she need Chippendale for?
I mean, Chubby Chucker.
Chubby Chucker.
Chubby Chucker.
Chubby Chucker.
So, what is Christmas like in North Carolina? Tell us. It's Christmas Eve. What's going on in North Carolina?
Well, actually, I'm having a party at my neighbors for hors d'oeuvres tonight, and then we're going back to my house for Chinese food.
Of course.
So,
Welcome to being
yeah,
Jewish.
Really.
I love
That's
Chinese
what you
food.
do on Christmas Eve.
And what else is happening? Is it cold? How's the weather?
The weather is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what it is now.
50.
Oh, it's 50 now. It's going to be 61 tomorrow. So
Nice.
Something's very strange up here.
That's so beautiful.
Last year they were totally snowed in. They couldn't go anywhere. So
That is
61
beautiful.
degrees. Global warming.
It's funny. It's warmer there than it is here. It was 59
I know, I
degrees.
heard that.
59 degrees
It's really
yesterday.
scary.
And I hear that your artwork's going to be in a museum in North Carolina.
Oh yeah. And matter of fact, I sold 10 pieces in High Point at the John Richards. What do you call it? A showroom. And then I got. I just sold the big underwater.
Yeah.
To a lady that saw it on the John Richards website. So it was a full circle for me on that one.
What pieces did you sell? What kinds?
Well, there's a lot of prints there, and there's underwater. I think there were 7 different prints. So I'm really not sure what got sold yet. But I was told that 10 were gone.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
That is very exciting. We're looking forward to getting some more of your pieces in because that one I know has been sold, so that one's going to go. That one back there might be going to my house this weekend. And I have one of your other ones at my house hanging. So been decorating my new house with some new artwork.
The one that in the back there it was in Art Basel.
That one?
So, but it didn't sell then. But the other ones that went with it sold.
Which one's the one behind Freddie?
No, the one that you showed me this morning.
Oh, okay. That one that was in Art Basel. That one that might be taking a new home in my house this weekend.
It's a nice piece.
Very cool.
You know what I love, and I want people to realize this, if there's a piece of art here in the studio that you like, what I did is I sent Amy my wall that I need to fill, and then I sent her options of things that I liked. So she knew virtually exactly what would fit where. It made it so much easier.
That's right. You can see how it looks before you buy it.
So I did. I took pictures, and she told me exactly which one would fit, and I'm going to take it home and try it. So that is an option for anyone else that is in our area.
There's also some apps that you can get that you could put your house on the app, and then we could place art in the different places. It's kind of cool.
Well, we need to place you back in Boca, and then we'll be a whole lot happier.
I know. Well, don't worry, we'll be back.
It is not the same without her, I got to tell you. Slick misses her, too.
You and Slick share a brain. Now, Jay's piece that he's been working on for over a year, and you're in it. We're going to open it up next week, right?
He's going to reveal the first breakfast next week.
Oh, great.
So I'm looking for a place to hang it, which I think I know where I want to hang it. But
Nice.
It's nice to see that artists are still doing some work and selling, which is really nice. So congratulations.
Little louder.
Congratulations that you're selling.
Oh, thank you. I got that one.
And your mosaics, I look
I
around
missed
your
you guys,
studio
too.
and I think,
But I'm gonna I want to start the show up, so we're gonna
Let's
get
do it.
moving again.
fantastic. Well, we
Alrighty.
can't wait to have you back, Amy. We wish you a very, very Merry
Miss
Christmas.
you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday.
You as well. Stay safe. Feel good. Love to Ron. And Adrian, a pleasure to meet you. Let's go to North Carolina. You guys know of any good wedding venues in North Carolina?
Wedding banners?
Wedding venues.
Venues. Our son is getting
venues.
married.
Oh,
My son wants a
Farms and
destination
gardens.
wedding.
Tons of them. Tons. Outside.
I think maybe I'll ask him to go check out North Carolina. Then I can go visit Amy. We can all go visit Amy.
destination. Here we go.
You can come too. You're on the A list.
Okay.
Amy, have a safe Christmas. Everyone have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we're going to talk to you in a little bit. So whatever we can do to help.
It's funny because Harry has houses and properties in Boone.
Boone is beautiful.
That's where they went to spend Thanksgiving. You know, it's really funny. You guys, I mean, Florida has a lot of that scenery with the countryside and all that. But when I lived in PR, man, I saw every squirrel there is to see, every cow there is to be.
Well, humbug, and the next cow or bluebird is even more beautiful than the last.
Yeah, I know, but an island is even more exotic. So for me, seeing the mountain, now I drove through the
You
mountains.
can't really be that
Hold
squeegee.
on. I drove through the mountains. What is the name of the mountains that they have in the Carolinas? The Rocky Mountains? No,
Blue Ridge.
The Blue Ridge Mountains.
And Smoky, yeah.
And Smoky Mountain. I got to tell you something. I had to stop the car because it is breathtaking, those mountains. I didn't see anything like that. And I've been to a lot of mountains in Puerto Rico, Yunque and all that. But the Rocky Mountains or the Smoky Mountains, I don't know what the hell it was crossing. The mountains had like clouds in them, and they went on forever. And my goodness, was it cold.
Mountains are beautiful.
And I got to tell you, that I have to tip my hat to. But all the other stuff, I did that already. I need something, maybe a glacier.
Wow. Slick.
there still ice
Slick.
in
All I can
Alaska?
say is wow. Where's
You
Slick?
got mail. You got mail.
I swear to God.
You go around in space.
No, I don't want to go that far. You grew up in Puerto Rico, no? You were in the campo or you were in the city? All right, the campo and the city are two different worlds in Puerto Rico. I know, okay.
You know, I woke up this morning and I was thinking back to last Christmas Eve. And Israel came and we had a drink together with Tracy from Healing Moments and we had a toast to Christmas Eve. So I was glad that you were coming back today to celebrate Christmas Eve with us. So eventually it's going to be enough time that you can have a drink with us. Freddie and I start a little bit early because today is National Eggnog Day. And what else can you do with eggnog than add a little bit of rum, some gubba rum, turn it into coquito, and then have a Puerto Rican eggnog day. How do you
I'm
like that?
speechless. I don't know what
added
to
some
tell
whipped
you.
cream to mine. You're more than welcome to partake
Again, I'm speechless.
or not. All right, let's go to commercial break. When we come back, we've got Dr. Laura Ellick joining us. We're going to talk about how to get through the holidays happily and safely and reconnect with families and whatever else she has to say. We haven't seen her in a few months.
It's been a minute.
See what she's got. All right, stay tuned, and we'll be right back. (656-9060) or StevensWirn, ZWIRN.com.
Welcome to Mini Donut World, where the donuts are hot, fresh, and delicious, made to order and customizable by you. Gourmet specialty flavors such as apple pie, French toast, campfire, and strawberry cheesecake are always popular. Looking to tailor your appetite? Build your own mini donut. Choose from over 18 flavored donut bases, add on your icing flavor, and choose from over 15 toppings and drizzles. While kids enjoy our design your own kits to take home, our 21 and over customers love our alcohol-infused donuts. Come visit Mini Donut World at 8763 Sterling Road in Cooper City. Have questions or want to place an order? Give us a call at 954-369-2301. We know you will love each bite of our deliciously distinctive mini donuts.
Board game where players struggle to collect 270 electoral votes and win the White House. all while navigating through the challenges of a global pandemic, an international toilet paper shortage, the invasion of murder hornets, state of emergency lockdowns, and civil unrest, just to name a few. Roll the dice and see what fate awaits you. Purchase yours today. Available at 2020-thegame.com, Palm Beach Outlets, Amazon, and Walmart.com.
Watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
A new spin on Christmas Eve.
And we're back.
And we're back. We're talking about Christmas Eve. I got to tell you, the night before you give birth, or as you're giving birth, it's nothing to celebrate as you're going through that process as a woman.
But
other than the fact that the next moment when that child is born is the grace of God.
But there was no birth on this date. This is all written out, whatever.
All done biblically?
Yeah. This was not really the day he was born.
Okay. Well, you tell that to everyone else who's celebrating Christmas Eve and tomorrow's his birthday.
Well, celebrate, but there's a significance as to why Christmas exists. Why the Christmas tree exists. Did
Why?
you see it?
Why is
It talks about hope and happiness and the sharing of. And Christmas trees used to be outside. And that company that we talked about, that you told me about.
That you can rent a tree and
Yep.
they take it back.
Everybody was telling me about that we should look into that. And
Yep.
they'll bring you as big of a tree as you want. It could be 20 feet by the time that thing grows.
I know Christmas has its meaning and a whole lot has changed, but I was thinking, you're thinking, Jesus' birth is tomorrow, and the night before, as a woman, you're going to give birth. Mary must be thinking, I don't know, this is so not comfortable for me.
Well, I think that the significance is the giving, sharing. The gift giving got out of control with people as well, but it's the act of sharing with one another a special day, which we should do every day. But
I do really hope that as people celebrate this Christmas, I love that. As people celebrate this Christmas, they realize the true meaning of Christmas. It's not about the presents. As you see, Santa back here is a little tired trying to get everything on time to everyone's houses through the chimney with his mask on or without his mask on. It is not about the gifts that you receive. It is about love and spending time with your family, even in small, intimate settings right now.
But the funny thing is that
I love that, Haley. That's Bailey. That's great. I got Bailey and Haley here, so
the funny thing is that particular piece we were talking about how is Santa going to visit houses? And Slick was talking about chimneys, because there are no chimneys here.
right.
Even though I have one, I have a chimney. But I was yeah, I do. But I was talking about him using Amazon to deliver the gifts, and I was outvoted to put the words on the truck.
That's because we are not sponsored by Amazon, so therefore it is just.
He's not
a
going to
truck.
have a problem with Amazon. I spent $250,000 on Amazon.
Let me tell you about that piece, though. That piece was hand drawn by one of our new producers, by Bailey Altabet. That was not taken and photoshopped or anything. She sat and she drew that in the past hour.
I know. She did that in an hour.
That is remarkable. So congratulations, Bailey. She's incredibly talented, and her drawing skills are amazing.
But now we can have her do drawings.
Yes.
And maybe we should make a comic book with
And animation. She
Haley.
loves to do
with
animation.
Bailey. I think we should create the first comic book. We talked about this about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And we didn't do it because we couldn't find anybody who could do what she could do.
But I do really hope that people stop and think for the next weekend as flights are canceled and people are going to be stressed and Christmas parties are canceled due to COVID. And I know they are because you and I are both experiencing this. Truly the true meaning of Christmas and what it is. So take a moment to sit in prayer, no matter what religion you are, and just have faith. Pray to whatever you pray to and say, thank you for all the gifts that I have received spiritually. And give grace and thanks. And maybe all of that positive prayer will get us out of some of the muck that we are in right now.
That's right. No matter how you cut it, some friends that we have.
And it's not even a religious thing. It is
It's
just
not.
spirituality and kindness.
And we have some friends in the business who have recently gotten sick. And we want to wish them well.
Absolutely.
And their families. This is not the time a gift that you want. You know, COVID is the gift that keeps on giving.
The amount of people I've heard in the past 10 days, oh my God, more than I've ever heard of people this close.
And I'm going to tell you something. You believe it or not believe it, but they're not feeling well right now. And they will argue with you until the cows come home.
That they have symptoms.
They have symptoms. They're not feeling well, and they feel horrible. I still haven't heard from Steve. I have to call him. But the bottom line is to wake up to this on such a special day. You know, our prayers go out to you.
Yes.
Anything that we can do to make you feel more comfortable, let us know. You just gotta get through it. So,
All right, we've got Dr. Laura joining us. Let's see where she is. I think she's in North Palm Beach. So let's see where our little elf is taking us today.
how
Merry
are you?
Christmas.
Hello.
Now,
Merry
can-
Christmas to you.
Can you hear us?
I can definitely hear you.
Okay, that's good.
How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. I love what you guys have been talking about with gratitude. I've been talking about that all day, running groups and talking to people about the meaning of the day.
Tell us what it's like for you and patients that you're dealing with. How do we get through this weekend, the holidays as a whole, and now in the middle of a pandemic again?
Again, right. So I think, the idea is to figure out what we've learned from the past year and a half, and take it with us now and into the future. And it's so funny. I was listening to you guys. I know so many people who have been diagnosed over the past week. It's a little crazy.
Yeah.
I just did a test this morning because I'm supposed to go out to dinner tonight, and I was negative. But it's a little bit wacky out there right now. Nobody ever expected it. I was supposed to go home to New York, and I couldn't even go home to New York.
I decided not to go to New York. And I'll give you another one. I was going to walk into an event tomorrow. And I was confident because everybody was on the up and up and honest about our present situation. We have the boost and what have you. And I felt comfortable with the fact that this is close family and we weren't going to have an issue until last night. It was revealed that somebody came out sick. So it's been canceled. So what I had to contemplate was sitting there last night thinking about that if she hadn't taken, and she's young, she did it by herself. She took it upon herself to test. If she hadn't done that, I would have walked into a real, very serious situation in my case. Not hers, not yours, not anybody in this building, but in my case, because of my physical ailments of what's going on with me. And I sat there and I said, man, you know something? Less than 24 hours, if that didn't occur, that test didn't occur, I probably would have walked into a bad scenario. Out come me. And that's what's beginning to scare me now, because a lot of people don't even know how they got it. A lot of people don't understand where did it come from. It's like the virus. You can't wash your hands enough.
Yeah. But as we go into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and New Year's and the new year, you think that things are changing. What is it like for you to treat patients of anxiety and depression and all the patients that you treat? How are you going through this?
So here's what's really interesting is for a while we were dealing with reopening anxiety, just dealing with getting out into the real world, how to manage the anxiety of attending events again. And now all of a sudden it's 2 steps back. And the scary thing is a lot of people are asymptomatic and they don't know that they're spreading it. So again, we're seeing now people dealing with anxiety, using substances, using food, becoming impatient, becoming angry. I just open the newspaper every day and it seems like everybody has a gun and there are shootings all over the place. And this is just people's frustration tolerance they can't manage anymore.
Wow. Things you don't even realize. How are you advising them? What are some tips that we can do to get through this?
Well, I think practicing gratitude, as you guys were talking about, there's always something to be thankful for, whether it's technology. As much as we curse technology, it's allowing us to stay in contact with our relatives. I
Like
have
this,
Zoom
right?
calls and FaceTime calls like this, right? This is a way that we can help and be supportive of each other. If you have a substance issue, there are AA meetings virtually all over the place, eating disorder support groups all over the place. Reach out because there is likely somebody who's going through the exact same thing as you are.
And I wanted to ask Doc, a lot of people are up in arms because they feel like they're being told what to do and taking boosters, vaccines, vaccination, jobs with the federal government. Now the president is trying to get that mandate back. A lot of people feel that they have a right to say no, and they do. They do. But I want to ask you, do I have a right to say, you can say no, I respect that, but I don't want to be around you until this thing blows over, because don't I have a right to say yes?
Absolutely. And I think that's what's so controversial about this. Something that is a healthcare issue has become a political issue, and we have to tease out the two issues. It is a healthcare issue, and it's all about personal responsibility. My son and I are going out to dinner tonight. I did a COVID test because I have personal accountability and responsibility, and I, for me, do not want to go into a situation where I can make somebody sick. I just don't want to do that. I don't know where people's ethics have gone with that.
Yeah. That's true. And that's a whole nother side of it is how would you feel? And assumingly, even if you were asymptomatic or you had a slight cold, whatever it is, the person that you give it to might react differently because their immune system is different. And then maybe they live with their grandparents, or maybe they're going to visit their whatever it is. And now you knowing ethically what you have potentially done. And that's where I feel a little muddied by this is I think people have lost sense, some people, of responsibility to others. The season of giving, which we are in, and the season of kindness and hope and gratitude, some people are being very cognizant, and others are like, I got to live my life. I got to keep going. No judgment whatsoever, but all I can say is be compassionate towards your neighbor, right? Isn't that what Christmas is all about?
Well, it's strange.
Is kindness and compassion to everybody?
It's strange when you have two people, one that wants to live their life and the other one who's fearful of taking this back to grandparents or children or things like that, and you have them both in the same room. And you have to decide to protect everybody. One of the hardest things to do is to protect everybody from one another. And this is the part that gets me blown away. It isn't that I want to be the Grinch. They call me the Grinch around here.
We call him Shrek now.
But I gotta tell you, Doc, I get really frustrated when I watch irresponsibility at a different height, and then they do it in front of me. just because you got this shot don't mean that you're Superman.
True.
It doesn't mean you're not going to get sick. And you should also feel for the ones next to you. Maybe they're petrified. They can't even function correctly
That's right.
anymore because of this fear.
That's right. That's right. This has become, a life and death issue for many people. And I think it's hard to ignore. And I was doing some work in a hospital, and I saw people. If you see people who are on a ventilator who are being kept alive by 50 different medications and 10 different machines, you look at it a little bit different. And as human beings, our psychology is to say, it's not going to happen to me. That's like one of the greatest defense mechanisms out there is denial. But until you see it, it's really, really hard to bust through that for a lot of people.
It's true. Now, my sister works for a Presbyterian hospital in New York City. And me and my sister go at it. Now, she walks into the flame every day. I get it. Linda, Chuck, they walk into the flame every day. So that fear that they have has been rubbed over because they see it, they live it. Knock on wood, they haven't gotten sick.
You think they become desensitized?
Of course. And the problem is that they watch us do what we do. And they go, well, you're living your life. I want to live mine too. I get it. But if you see what goes on in here, the cleaning, and then the re-cleaning, and then do we do virtual? Do we do this? Do we do that? It isn't like we throw matchsticks up in the air and decide if you want to come in, come in. We've had people this week not come in because they didn't feel well. And they know how we feel, and they let us know.
Respectfully, yes.
And I tip my hat to that. They have anything they want as soon as they feel better. I get it. But it's this fear of being perfect and trying to avoid running into this thing. I want to do everything I can not to get it. I begged my sister, but it was the mandate from the mayor that made her get the shot. And she didn't want the shot. She had to if she wanted to have a job. So that forced her to do it. I don't want to be the Grinch. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. And you know something? I don't want to feel that fear has my number. I can stand up and say, listen, I'm going to be Superman. But when you lay down, you look at some of the friends that are calling us to tell us how they feel right now, and this ain't no fun for them.
I want to ask you, though, you're talking to patients. What are some tips that we can do? Substance abuse, we can go to AA. There's virtual meetings. What about some tips if you're getting together with family? How to re-entry that? Things that we haven't done before in a long time.
Well, what I'm really noticing is that a lot of people's social skills are off. They haven't been with people in a really long time, and I'm noticing people's patience is thin at this point. I know from my family, if people were not vaccinated, we were disinvited from Christmas dinner, and that's just the way it is, or we have to wear masks. So I think the issue is really discussing with your family what everyone is comfortable with prior to getting there so that there's no drama. I've been going out. I stocked up on those at-home test kits a while ago, thinking this was going to happen. So I just test myself before I go places just to make sure.
Which is the responsible and kind thing to do. And the one thing that can I tell you what really gets my goat is when people say, I don't celebrate Christmas. To me, it doesn't matter to me what religion you are, what holiday you celebrate. You're a human being. And to me, of all times, I'm going to cry. You should celebrate each other. You should celebrate life and compassion that you're here on this Christmas Eve. Whether it's Shabbat or Christmas Eve or whatever religion, if you have a religion, it's about compassion for one another. It's not, do you celebrate? What are you eating? It's about being thankful to the greater good that here we are and we're healthy enough to be grateful. And that would be my Christmas wish to everyone is just remember why you're here. Be grateful that you're still here 2 years later. And embrace that, even virtually. Like I can send you a virtual hug, and I love the fact that I can text you and you go, here I am for whoever needs me.
Mm-hmm. And it's all about harmony. And I was talking to my daughter about it today. it's not just about the gifts. The gifts are great.
Right.
But think about all of the people who don't have a home, who I passed on the street as I was driving to work today. I can't complain about going to work. I have a job. There are a lot of people who don't have jobs. So there's always a different way of looking at it.
And that's, and I love your tips of the day. You always have another way for people to appreciate the greatness and the goodness of who they are. And we've known you, for over a year already, a year and a half. You've seen us go through a lot of things here, and you've been here when that's happened.
That's right.
And you're working at a new place now?
I'm working at a couple new places, but I'm getting ready to reveal my word for 2022. So stay tuned for my video. But I'm hoping for a lot of exciting things for this year. It is going to be a magical year. The year 2022 is going to be fantastic.
It's a magical number. What are you looking to do? You don't have to reveal, but what are some ideas that you'd like to happen in 2022?
So it's really important to get the word out to people who are feeling helpless and hopeless, that there is a different way of being in the world. I talk a lot of times about breaking patterns, breaking dynamics, changing your early childhood programming. That's all that it is we're programmed from kids to behave in a certain way. And if we can change that, you can change your world.
It's funny. A lot of people we've talked to, including Eileen, have said a lot of our triggers that we're feeling come back to those early childhood wounds that we didn't realize, I guess, were wounds, but were triggers. Are there ways to help get through those situations? Because we didn't even know we had them.
Right. Well, the first thing is to recognize it. So you have to be aware of when you're interacting with people and somebody triggers you, you get angry for seems like no reason. Look back to your childhood, because that's probably where it is. But the big triggers really revolve around money, health, relationships, love. So those are the ones that you can start with and really look at what's the script that you've been living your entire life, and is it the script you want to continue with?
Are there ways to change that script?
Absolutely. What you focus on grows. So if you're going to focus on the negative, that's only going to expand. If you're going to focus on the positive and the things you want differently in your life, then that's going to expand too. If you want love, more love in 2022, stop focusing on the hate. Focus on the love, because that's going to grow.
What you focus on. It's like you watched The Secret last week, and you pretty much what it is. We talked about what you focus on. Energy does exist. You may not believe in manifestation, but energy is there.
That's right.
Of what you focus on.
It is.
It's funny because I believe the gift of Christmas is like Doc. It's the inner gift, the fortitude, and you can see it on her. You can say, here's a woman who's confident in what she believes in, and she doesn't, and she walks the walk, and what she's going to tell you can rely on her delivering because she believes it. A lot of people in our business, they do it for all the wrong reasons, or they're looking for other reasons to do it, and that isn't what we are about. So I look at you and I'm listening, and you know what? It's like a Christmas gift today that you're here. For me, because if I had my parents alive going through this right now, I don't know if I'll be here. I would probably be there taking care of them because of what we're going through here. But there's always hope. And I look at her and I feel her strength. And that to me is what Christmas is about. It's not the thing of giving a gift and getting socks. It has nothing to do with that. That's all fun. But as human beings, we got another 365 days to live together. And we have to live with one another. Stop this nonsense of I'm better than you, or I'm going to take advantage of you. Stop that. Because one drop of oil, one drop of poison in a pond, in an ocean, can destroy everything in it.
Or one drop of oil can last 8 nights, like the miracle of Hanukkah. So you can go biblically any which way you want, right?
If you want to go in that direction, yes. There's many signs.
There is light and hope, right?
But there's many signs.
Sure.
But the bottom line is that we are all signs. We each carry a message. That to me is what I love, what I do. Because I get to share that with us and them and everybody else that are care to listen. And I think that that's what Christmas to me. That's why I do Christmas in July. That's why we do Jingle Jam and music. That's why expect the unexpected. And this coming year, there's going to be more unexpected than ever before in the history of what I do. I'm going to come out with every box you can think of. You know, because you don't know how long you have on this planet. It goes like this. So I want to thank you for coming on as a personal gift for me, because I think that you are what Christmas is all about. Just what you just delivered today.
Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. And you know what's so funny? And you know this from being in the industry that you're in. We just talked about some of the most positive, amazing things in the world. And I know I will get comments with people who hate me and think like what I say is just absolute garbage. And so you have to be able to tune that out in order to follow your own path. And that's really what I think we're coming towards here. My path is all about love and giving and harmony. And that's just the way it is. And that's what you guys are too. So I hope people jump on board instead of trying to tear it down because they don't feel good about themselves.
Well, let me ask you one more question before you go. I know you've got patience. For those who follow their path, your path, my path, your path, they may be different. How can you stay firm in your path when someone next to you says, has a different path and they want to do something else? How during this time especially can we stay true to our path?
Ooh, that is a great question. It takes a lot of self-reflection and a lot of reminding yourself of your why. Why are you here? What is your intention? How do you want to feel at the end of the day? I want to feel that I've lifted people up and I've made a difference. Is that maybe selfish of me because it makes me feel good? I don't know, maybe, but I like to see how other people look and feel when they feel better. It's gratifying. So stay in your now and your reason for why you do what you do. You'll never go wrong.
You're incredible. Everyone can still reach you. You do private patients still?
Definitely, I'm in Jupiter and Palm Beach, but you can reach out to me at www.lauraellick.com. I'm back to doing speaking events this year, so I'm more than happy to start booking events. I'll be hopefully all over the country. So,
well, hopefully, maybe we can get you down here to do a speaking event.
Or you could tell us where you are all over the country and come in just like you're doing right now.
Yeah, either whatever works for you. I mean, you're close enough that we can get you in, and we can even send it out virtually. I know people are going to be cautious about coming in, as we are about filling the studio again.
That's right.
But it's just about getting the message out, and there's always hope.
That's right. There's always hope, and 2022 is going to be as amazing as you let it.
That's right.
You're awesome.
I'm going to make Dr. Laura dip.
Dip.
You dip a cracker in it.
Forget the doll. Now it's a dip.
I couldn't get the doll because they stopped producing it.
They stopped producing everything. I know. I can't even get Gatorade anymore. They don't make that, so it's crazy.
They don't have the plastic to make it. So to be continue that, but I can make a dip. So the Dr. Laura dip is you take a cracker and you eat the dip, and you get insightful.
Love it.
Thank you so much for joining us. I know you got to get back to work. Have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Thank you for working with us and all you do.
Everyone.
We love you, honey. Bye-bye.
She's amazing.
She's just what we need.
That's my gift right there.
Say hi to Jim. Say hi to Kim. Everyone who's watching.
Jim
Happy
and Kim?
holiday, Jim.
Kim and Jim.
Jim O'Hara, Kimberly Klein, everyone who's watching our show. And I truly believe, I heard that today, it's not my holiday. And in my heart, and I'm Jewish, that hurts because it's everybody's holiday.
You can't get caught up in words.
But I want people to understand, and I truly do. And you know, I sit and people say I have my wand, and it's about hope and gratitude and sparkly things. That's just the physical side of it. In my heart, people should really be respectful of one another and not interrupt each other during a conversation.
If you're going to go down this...
And be kind.
If you're going to go down this road...
The road of Christmas and kindness and
there's
compassion.
There's a lot of other roads. You know, there are people who celebrate the Sabbath on Saturday and celebrate the Sabbath on Sunday.
But it's about kindness, isn't it?
I understand that. But religious traits that produce huge amounts of money...
I don't want to talk about that.
No, but that's what it is. If you're going to get angry, then look at the core of why people say what they say.
I'm not angry. I just want people to truly stop for a moment, and it is the Jewish Sabbath tonight. I know Slick's mom celebrates Sabbath, and she's not Jewish tonight as the Jewish religion does. It is Christmas Eve on the Sabbath. Listen, there are no coincidences in life that Christmas Eve falls on a Friday this year. Christmas Day falls on our Sabbath, and it's the holiest of all days for Christians and Catholics. Sunday now is Sabbath. This is a holy weekend.
I understand that.
And people should just stop for a moment and be grateful for what they have.
I think
and
they
who
should
have.
stop for a moment and watch what they say.
That too.
I think that's more important than anything else, because it's like anything else, words affect people.
Yes.
So if you tell somebody a certain word and they don't like it, they get offended.
Sure.
Or they get psychologically unfit. Or they decide to go down the path with a weapon. On and on and on and on and on, because they have triggers. They do have triggers.
Yeah.
So maybe we should just say the best words and keep the ugly words to the side. Even if it's not your holiday, even if you don't believe. I believe in Santa Claus because I see him in a lot of people. I don't know what color he is. I don't care if he's fat, skinny, or whatever. I see the gift of giving from the heart. That's my Santa Claus.
You got hot dog socks.
That's right. And I got hot dog socks.
You got hot dog socks.
And I think that this is spectacular.
I love your hot
But
dog
it's
socks.
not the sock.
Correct.
It was the thought that went into giving it.
Yes.
Because she didn't have to do this. I got this from a Jewish person, as a matter of fact.
You got that from one of our producers, I know.
And she's
our
Jewish.
HR department. Yes.
And she doesn't look at things any which way, but she gave me something that she knows dear to my heart. Now I don't want to unwrap it. I'm not going to unwrap it. I'm keeping it just like that because it looks like a hot dog.
Keep it just like that. All right,
I'm exhausted today.
We're going to take a commercial break. When we come
Where are
back,
we going?
we got Steve Gubb joining us.
I
Because
feel like
you know
I'm
what?
in a womb
You
in here.
cannot kick off National Eggnog Day without some eggnog and Gubba rum. So we've got Steve Gubb joining us all the way from Boston. We're going to find out what the weather is like up where he is. We know what it's like in North Carolina. We know what it's like in South Florida. Let's see what it's like in Boston. And then we got to see where Santa is because he must be on his way traveling. You know, there's a Santa
He's in
tracker.
that UPS truck.
He's in the UPS truck. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Let us know how you're doing. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Amy Reshevsky can help you choose the right piece that will add some magic to your space. Amy Reshevsky can help you choose the right piece that will add some magic to your space. Amy Reshevsky has a wide range of art, from abstracts to mosaic tapestries, and she paints on different surfaces, such as reverse painting on glass, tables, wall hangings, and sculptures. Her work can be ordered online at amyreshevsky.com, or you can come in and see it in real time at the Brooklyn Cafe Art Gallery. She also does commission work, so if you have an idea in mind, she can make it a reality. She invites you to reach out to her at Facebook or at email at amyreshevsky@gmail.com. That's amyreshevsky@gmail.com. Have an artful day.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Visit our website at brooklyncafe.tv. Here at the Brooklyn Cafe, our subjects range from hot topics, feel-good stories, and back-in-the-day nostalgia. With guest personalities and business features, you just never know who you'll see on the show. With our brew crew on set, we always air live to inspire, educate, and create. Make it a date and have a day at the cafe. Join Dawn and Freddie every weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. and for lunch every weekday from 12 to 2. Amplify your voice. Call us at 224-5422 or visit our website at brooklyncafe.tv. Here at the Brooklyn Cafe, our subjects range from hot topics, feel-good stories, and back-in-the-day nostalgia. With guest personalities and business features, you just never know who you'll see on the show. With our brew crew on...
Watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Decided to blow up some phones there.
Oh. What is for lunch today at the Brooklyn Cafe?
Is that
Show?
a porn movie or what the hell
That
was
is
that?
lunchtime at the cafe. We've still got lunch left over yesterday from Laylo's Cafe. And the exciting thing about Laylo's Cafe being here, the food was amazing. We had jasmine rice, some yuca, which was incredibly
You like
delicious.
yuca?
I never knew I did.
Did you? That's the first time you had it?
And the potted stewed chicken. And they were sitting here saying they weren't getting any orders. And while they were sitting here, the orders kept calling in. They had orders for coquito. They had orders for empanadas. They had order after order coming through. And they just sat there. They couldn't believe what was happening to
They
their
were in
phones,
shock. I thought
right?
she was going to start crying.
She could not believe that being here, what that does.
And I got to tell you, if you want to order, call her. The food is spectacular.
So they're having some leftovers today on Christmas Eve. So I just have to say before we bring Steve over how grateful I am for everyone that has helped bring our holidays to fruition, from the Bacons and Lady Ashley party planning to the movies of Del Rey and everyone who came out, the musicians. You and Slick put together Jingle Jam and everything, and all the musicians with JM Productions and with JoJo. And we're being extra cautious, and people who watch and say we're having fun, we are. It is all about the holiday spirit and giving back. But I have to tell you, we are very, very careful and prudent on what we do here at the studio. We have a large studio, and our singers stay 50 feet away. Everything gets cleaned and sanitized before use. After use, I have the biggest vacuum collection you will ever see in a studio. I guarantee you that. Our crew has been spectacular and on point. So all of this comes to you to bring some joy through your TV. And everyone is grateful. We get to do what we get to do.
That's right. And thank you for being patient. It hasn't always been perfect, but it's been a lot of fun.
We try.
It's been a lot of fun. I want to, some of the highlights that we've done this year. I guess we'll do like the
I'd like to do some highlight shows next
next week. For next week, for the New Year's. But the bucket list with the movies, when we went to see West Side Story, when the kids were here handing out the Secret Santa that wasn't too secret.
We had
the birthdays.
The kids come in and sing from the school, from Somerset.
Yes.
Those 30 children came in and sang.
Yes. And all the singers that we've had that have come in here throughout the year, helping us grow our platform, awareness, and everything else. And then we took it to the radio station where you and I put Tell Us Your Biz on Tuesday nights. Again, all of this stuff. And we're going to be changing over the show 11 to 1-ish. On Monday and Wednesdays, because we're going to be put on the radio station Monday and Wednesday. First show is January 3rd.
And I'm excited because I just got confirmation that we are kicking off the new year with Kindness Matters and the Kindness Angels on January 3rd. Our first brunch show live at WWNN. And as we go into the new year, as the first show of New Year's we're going to be doing about kindness in 2022. So I'm excited how that just fell into place for us.
And what I want to say also at the radio station, if health permits, maybe we can put a little tray from some of our brunch friends, maybe the deli, and invite some people over so we can keep them safe distance because there's a big kitchen in there as
Or
well.
we'll do it from here and send the sound. It gives us more space.
Either or.
We have ideas.
Either, it all depends. So we haven't finalized everything we're going to be doing, but you're going to see more interactive stuff with us, whether it's virtual or cleverness or a little bit of everything else. I'm also going to announce that we are going to have our own QVC channel.
BCTV.
It's called BCTV.
BCTV.
So we are going to be selling merch store stuff, whether ours or any of our show hosts.
One of Freddie's mini bells you're going to be able to get on our merch store. You're going to be able to get our mugs, shirts, hats. Maybe we should put one of your fedoras on.
Maybe we'll have even our hosts that are doing shows with us and get it on a shirt with a clever little saying. So there's a lot of stuff coming at you. And again, health is going to dictate how fast, how slow. Concerts, UK, we have meetings for opera singers. We may be going to the UK.
Mario Alonso show. We're going to see. At the very least, it will be streaming everywhere.
And in the movie theaters.
So we're going to be streaming that at Movies at Del Rey. When Steve comes on, just bring him over because honestly, we couldn't do what we do without Steve and Dignity Memorial.
That's right. They've
This
been
is what our
staples.
first Friday without having Wayne in the house. It's kind of weird.
It is. And he was supposed to call in. So if he's watching.
Kind of weird. And there he is. Mr. Gubb himself.
You look like the Pope when you do that.
Hi, Freddie. Hi, Dawn. How you doing? Dawn, you must be cold, but I see it's 78 degrees down there.
You know, it's this window of an opportunity that I get to wear this dress until I leave the doors and it's 85 degrees. So I'm going to take advantage of it for about an hour.
It's funny because yesterday the movie Dillinger was on, and the lady in red, of course, walked him out of the movie theater so he could get pelted by machine gun bullets. And you today are the lady in red.
Lady in red.
Haley, come out so you could turn the speaker up a little bit so we can hear him clearer.
Freddie, you better duck.
I got a what?
A dot.
No, I got a baseball.
No, you better duck down.
Or duck.
She's the lady in red.
Duck.
John Dillinger any good at all?
Thank you. Oh, look, she has her shoes on.
Duck, goose. So, you know, Steve, today is National Coquito Day. National Eggnog Day. I'm sorry.
Close enough.
National Eggnog Day. So what I'm thinking we're going to do, we have to take our eggnog. And so I have a new recipe for this. So everyone, you take a little bit of eggnog. You can pour like I do, or you can pour like normal people do. And then, Gubba Gold.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let me put my mic down.
Well, that's good because I put mine down. Now, she's not going to be able to open the Gubba Gold because only your hands have claws. Oh, look, she opened it.
She did it. It's going to be... Dawn, I'm so impressed. That was
Move the wire.
It's because I'm not sharing. Jiggle the wire. Because I'm not... And then I figured, here's the cork, a little bit of Gubba Gold. And just for good measure, I figure you stir it up. And no eggnog is complete. And yes, Santa is on our Ready Whip.
I can't hear him.
So you know what? If you can't go to a holiday party with people, you can have your own holiday party. And a little bit of Ready Whip. I know you can't have this.
I can't have that. You should not create elements I cannot have.
But here's what I think. You got some eggnog, your Gubba Gold, and some whipped cream. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. And Freddie, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you.
On the staff at the Brooklyn Cafe TV show.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I got to tell you, I hadn't tried that before, but wow.
Wow.
No, that's great. I do we haven't done it last year, we're not doing it this year. But normally we would be doing a Christmas party at a liquor store up in Lowell, Massachusetts, which is a great, just a ton of fun to do it. They put it on WCOP 98 AM up in Lowell, Mass. And the guys on that show are just outrageous guys. They love Gubba Rum. They're great friends. And we have a good time with the eggnog, believe me.
This is amazing. What's happening in Boston? I know things are kind of wonky down here in Florida. I'm glad you were here last weekend instead of this weekend.
Well, I know we sort of escaped, luckily, from COVID. Although I don't know what's going on down there, but I want to show you one. Well, that's that. Wait a minute. Oh, here we are. I don't know if you can see this.
28 degrees.
28 degrees and snow.
Wow. Wow.
There now?
Yeah, it's a little chilly. We had a little problem with our dry event because it was filled with lint, and the moisture got into the lint and froze. So we can't use our dryer until that defrosts.
A blow dryer.
A blow dryer will do. Well, we're dealing with that. But,
Dawn's winter hacks. Blow dryer.
yeah, blow dryer. Yeah, that's another with the hack. Anyway, but so it's 28 degrees. It's gray. There's a dusting of snow on the ground. And as Bing, who sings this? Bing Crosby? I don't know. It's beginning to look a lot like.
Yeah.
Too bad I can't sing.
You know, you and Slick should do a duet next time you come down.
Yeah, because he can't sing either.
Oh, that would be perfect. That'd be
Slick, Steve will sing backup for you.
what, I'm sorry?
Slick's like, yeah, Steve will sing with me.
Yeah. We can each sing backup, and then if somebody can be a lead singer, we might have something.
We'll get Sabrina in to sing with them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wayne is in the UK until after the first of the year, and London is closed, so I don't know when Wayne is getting back.
Yeah, well, my son's girlfriend, my younger son, my son is actually leaving for the UK tomorrow to spend some time with his girlfriend who is in Cambridge. I don't know what they're going to do because if everything's closed, there's not a whole lot going on. But I want to say hello to Wayne. Tell him today we're not going to die with dignity. We're going to drink to his health with dignity.
There you go, to Wayne.
And we to Wayne, and I don't have anything with me. I should have made something. And we hope he's having a great time over there. We miss him. We look forward to seeing him when we get back.
You know, it's interesting. You know, you've been here on Fridays. You've been here on Fridays, and we've had people in here and drinks and music. Today, everyone is virtual staying. It's Freddie and us and me and our crew. And the studio was empty. We're doing all of this virtually today.
Are you doing COVID, defensive COVID measures? Is that what's going on?
Pretty much. We've had so many people that we've known in the past week, hosts and host children, and so many people that are testing positive, friends and their kids, that we thought, you know what, we have to be a little, I can't even tell you, I've heard of 20 people in the past 10 days that have tested positive.
And we don't want to have Christmas gift be COVID.
Yeah.
We don't want the new year to open up with the negative. So we're trying to be as safe as we can.
Yeah.
No, I don't blame you in the least for that. It's funny because, as you know, last weekend my wife and I went down for a family event. We saw our family for the most part only last weekend, because 6 days ago.
Yeah.
We had a couple of dinners with a lot of people. We had, there was a big party. Nobody was wearing a mask last weekend. I am not aware of anybody last weekend who got sick.
Good.
That doesn't mean there couldn't have been anybody, and we're fine.
Good.
It's 6 days later. Go figure.
And I know somebody that went to a Christmas party, and 2 days later she's sick. It's just craziness. Now, a couple of things, because Steve is a good sport. Steve, I want to try a couple of things because we are trying to fix a problem that we've had. And Slick, what we're doing right now does not work because you can barely hear Steve. So what we're going to do, Steve, I want you to lower the volume on your computer.
Okay.
Just keep going. And Slick, I want you to raise Gubba's volume, and I want to see what it sounds like.
Got it, he says.
All right, let's see how this works. So, Steve, I have another idea that I want to share with you. I want to, okay.
Okay.
So somebody come out here and I'll turn the speaker down because the speaker is going to be ultra hot. I want to do the Gubba Rum Show starring Steve Gubb. And I would like to do this Gubba Rum Show, turn that down a little bit, because I want you to call our friend in Hawaii,
Ronnie?
Mr. Ronnie.
Shakalaka Man?
And I want to play that show in Hawaii along with our show. And I want to get this going. But I think your personality is unbelievable. And I think that we learned yesterday in humor sells product.
Yes.
It happened yesterday. We proved it, right? And I think that with you being humorous as you are would be fantastic.
Well, we can talk about that plan. I'm always happy to do anything you want, and you know, I'll try anything once, and unfortunately, I will also try it twice.
Now I want you to turn your sound further, Steve.
Keep going down more.
Yep.
It's pretty low.
It's pretty low? Okay. Okay, keep talking to me now. I don't know, I gotta hear it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's pretty low.
We've had a lot of games that we were able to download also. We had some fun yesterday with lifebacon.com. So I have a couple questions for you. I'm going to see.
And there it is. And there it is. Steve, you just hit the mark. That is the correct mark.
Can I turn up my sound?
No, leave it right where it
You can't
is.
hear us.
Okay. Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Very low, but I can hear you.
All right, you ready? Question number 1. Slick, you want to come out and do this with us? Family Feud survey questions brought to you by lifebacon.com.
Turn his sound up on our board, Steve.
Are you ready to play?
Yes, I'm ready.
100 people were surveyed, and the top 6 answers are on the board. Name something you would find at the North Pole.
Snow.
Eh.
What's wrong?
My answer. Number 1, Santa Claus.
Number 1 is Santa Claus. Survey says
Number 2 is reindeer.
number 6 was reindeer, correct. Number 3 was elves.
I was going to say
4 was snow, you're right.
So why did you say it wrong?
I said ice, you're right. Snow was number 4. What else? What's number 5? Anyone know?
You know, I could watch my cousin Vinny and see something like that. Okay, elves. We said elves. Mrs. Santa Claus.
Mrs. Santa Claus. Nope. Mrs. Santa Claus isn't there.
They gave me an X and I had it right.
You were right. My apologies.
This game's a jip.
I'm so sorry they got divorced. I would have sent a card.
A card. He would have sent a card.
I would have sent a card.
Number 5 was toys.
Toys.
Toys and Santa's workshop.
And what kind of toys? No, never mind.
All right. This is something perfect for you and Steve. Number 2. 100 people were surveyed, and the top 6 answers are on the board. Name something that comes in pairs. Shoes. Number 1 answer.
And he says socks.
Socks. Number 4 answer. Gloves. Correct.
Gloves come in pair.
Gloves is number 2.
Earrings.
Earrings. Number 6.
Well done, Freddie.
I guessed.
This one you guys are never going to... Pants! I was going to say no one would get that. Yes, pants. Number 3 answer is pants. A pair of pants.
A pair of
But
pants.
think about that. It's really not. It's a pair of legs. A pair of legs is considered pants. Think about that. Semantics.
Semantics?
Semantics.
You keep pouring gub, I think about anything. I think about everything.
Number 5 answer is eyes.
Eyelashes.
I was going to say ears or eyes or nostrils, and I was going to leave out, you know what. But Because I'm trying to keep this on a higher level.
South of the equator, they come in deuces.
All right. 100 people were surveyed, and the top 8 answers are on the board.
Nipples. Oh, I'm
Name
sorry.
a food you can eat with your hands.
Nipples.
An apple.
Apples, number 7. Yes, piece of fruit.
What was the question?
Name a piece of food you can eat with your hands.
Sushi.
What's number 1 answer, Slick?
A banana.
Fruit, yes.
Stick. Ice cream on a stick.
Which would you say?
I said ice cream on a stick.
Ice cream on a stick.
A hot dog.
Hamburger, number 2 answer.
Oh.
Slick, you should know number 3.
List? A hot dog is not on the
A hot dog was not on the list. Hamburger was number 2. What do you think the number 1 answer is?
Pizza.
Pizza. Number 1 answer is pizza. Slick, number 3. You got to get this one. You do.
Tacos.
Tacos. Number 3 answer, tacos. Number 4 answer is cookies.
Oh, yeah, cookies.
Number 5, I disagree on this one. Corn on the cob.
Oh, absolutely.
How could corn on the cob get in and hot dogs not?
Well,
Because
I think
it-
that's clearly the game is rigged.
Because it's surveys, what people said.
Number 6 is a sandwich. So according to your son, a hot dog would be a sandwich.
Yeah, we had that debate for years.
And number 8 is French fries.
Oh, French fry.
Well, the problem is, though, that's a tough question because an apple is a piece of fruit and a banana is a piece of fruit. And, you know, there's so many things that's all in one category. Each one
Correct.
could be an answer.
Do you put ketchup and mustard on your French fries?
I don't. I just put ketchup on French fries.
Just ketchup on French fries. You put mustard on French fries?
I put mayonnaise.
How about cheese sauce?
Mayonnaise and ketchup. With
Cheese
cheese
sauce.
sauce, yes.
This
That's
one's funny. This
Walking
one has
Hornets,
low carb pizza but puts cheese sauce on her French fries. And as she eats the candy, but please, only the low carb pizza for
low
me.
carb pizza, and then I load up everything else on top
Let me
of
put
it.
everything on top of the low. It's like having low carb pizza and a Coke.
Yeah, you put low carb. You have to make it a low carb pizza. Let me have this. But then you put French fries on it and half a salami and bacon and all this other stuff. And
It's like I had 21 White Castles double mac with cheese and then a Diet Coke.
All right, here's one more. 100 people were surveyed, and the top 8 answers are on the board. Name something that you see at the circus.
Elephants.
Number 1 answer, elephants.
Clowns.
trapeze artists.
Ringmaster, number 3. Yep. Trapeze is tightrope, number 6. Clowns, number 2.
How about a high wire walker?
Tightrope, number 6. Yep.
What about the woman with the mustache?
Oh my God, how would you get that? Yes.
Because I dated her.
The bearded lady, number 4 answer on this. How would you even?
I dated her. I dated her.
Joanne, I don't know why you're laughing. That was the night Freddie and I double dated. I had the bearded lady, and he had the lady with the mustache. It was,
Very hairy situation.
Oh my God, Slick, they're awful.
Bada bing.
You guys are too funny. Popcorn and juggler. You're so way too much. All right, one more. 100 people were surveyed, and the top 7 answers are on the board. Name a household chore people hate to do.
Throwing out the garbage.
Garbage? Not even there.
Wow. People lie.
painting.
Painting. Household chore? Nope.
Sweeping.
Dusting, cleaning floors. Okay, we'll give you that. Number 7, cleaning the floors.
Raking the leaves.
Raking the leaves. Mowing the lawn. Number 4.
Mowing the lawn.
Cleaning the bathroom, tub, and toilet.
Number 5, cleaning the bathroom. Number 1,
Cleaning the kitchen.
vacuuming.
Oh,
I
no.
live on vacuuming.
No, I have a Roomba. The Roomba does all the vacuuming.
Vacuuming isn't so bad.
Number 2 is laundry. I only think of your mom. If I were your mom, I would have hated doing laundry.
Why?
Because you have to hang it from fire escape to fire escape.
But that's how she got the latest news.
Me, I go from the washer to the dryer and press on. But being your mom, I would have hated
But
that.
that's how she got the information.
That's
That
so
was
funny.
the internet in the day.
That was the internet, was the laundry and the fire escape.
Juanita, you hear what's going on?
We had a clothesline when I was a little kid. We had a clothesline, just Freddie, just like you. We had a clothesline out the back of the building because we lived in an apartment when I was a little kid. Everybody
My
had a
goodness.
clothesline. That's where we found out the latest and the greatest.
Yeah. That was the first internet.
It was the first internet. You're right.
Steve, anything else happening with Gubba this weekend? Any other great recipes?
No, this is a quiet weekend because the stores. I went to a store last night just to say hello to some people, and they had bag after bag of orders ready for people to pick up. They were so busy last night. Today is the busiest day of the year for most liquor stores. So no tastings today, and everything is closed tomorrow. So we get back at it on Monday. We get back
All
at
right.
it. We get ready for New Year's Eve, and then things quiet down for a couple of weeks in January, and then I will come to visit you once again mid-January.
Fantastic.
Let's open up the Gubba show in January. I think it would be a hit.
Shakalaka boom.
Shakalaka boom.
We'll have to make plans for that. That sounds like fun.
I think you would be great at it. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Let's do it.
Sounds like fun.
Steve, have a very, very Merry Christmas to you and Francine.
Thank you very much. I wish you a great holiday, a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and let's toast with that eggnog to a healthy and happy year for everybody.
Amen.
Stay safe, my
Healthy
friend.
and happy. Steve, thank you
We'll
so
be in
much.
touch. Thank you. We'll be in touch. We'll talk soon. Have a great holiday weekend.
You
All
as
right,
well.
buddy.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Bye-bye.
He's a good guy.
He's a great guy.
Nice guy.
Stand up,
Has a
great
lot-
guy.
likes to have fun, and he has a mind that's very quick.
I'm telling you, if you are still in the area, go out and get a bottle of Gubba Gold, Gubba Silver. You can find it at Oceans Wine and Liquors. You can find it at Drizzly, and they will deliver it. You can find it at Boca Wine and Liquors. You can find it at Primo. You can find it all over South Florida, Black Tie Liquors up in Lake Worth. And if you don't know where to go, give us a call, 866-224-5422, and we will find out where the closest liquor store that carries Gubba Gold and Gubba Silver is for you.
Or go to gubbarum.com.
GubbaRum.com.
And they'll show you how to get it as well. And like he says, like the bottle says, it is wicked smooth. You can actually drink this on the rocks. Amy loves it.
A little bit
Loves
of
it,
almond milk.
loves it, loves it. A little bit goes a long way. It has flavoring to it. It's like no rum you've ever had.
Ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, it was fun today.
It was great.
And the game, by the way, was brought to you by
Life Bacon. Check it out. There are many, many games. We've got Family Feud. We've got Match Game. Where there's other holiday games, reindeers, and all the props you need. Everything is there. They are free downloads. So just go to lifebacon.com. Have some holiday fun. As you see, you can play it even virtually, or even just with a couple people and have some fun.
That's right. And she is fantastic for corporations and businesses and everything else. And she proved the point yesterday, proved the point. Humor does sell. And we did that experiment and it worked.
Yep. Awesome. Have
Good
a
stuff.
wonderful weekend, everyone. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, Shabbat Shalom, whatever you celebrate. Please be kind to each other. Stay safe, wash your hands, and it's all about kindness and compassion. Merry Christmas, and we will see you Monday, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
and sleepless nights. I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and we could fly